dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
What's going on, ladies and gents? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you. It seems like it's been another year. Well, guess what? The year is almost up, but before this year's up, these guys are going to try to tackle Darlington, the Lady in Black, hashtag track too tough to tame. See who can get it all said and done before these guys and girls take it down for winter break or Christmas break, New Year break, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we got one more, and tonight it is all about Darlington, South Carolina. Just about 40 bad mother truckers out here about to tackle it. See who's going to get the advantage right off the bat. as qualifying is now underway. Let's go ahead and clear the boards, keep up with some of these fast boys and girls, and get down here right now. So, first off, chat, who do you got? I gotta know. Dave Mayo out there already saying good luck, drivers. I know there's quite a few of you out there. Daddy Joker says go number 11. Talking about Mike Campbell III, of course. Also, big news out of that stable as well. Mike Campbell III has actually got himself a full-time sponsor, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well as the race goes on. But yeah, let's get on down here and pick up with some of these guys. How about we start off with the 19 of Byron Jones in his Jones Paint and Designs machine. Right now, Byron sitting about P at number 7. Let's see if we can actually go ahead on down and pick up with Mike Campbell III whenever he goes on out and picks up his qualifying lap. Right now, I believe in practice, Mike Campbell is right around 22nd, give or take. How about until we can catch up with him, though, we'll go ahead and pick up with a few of these other guys. How about the one and only, as soon as my computer decides it wants to work well with others, how about the one and only Mike Campbell Jr., old Papa Bear himself, in his hashtag Willow Strong Nigu number 71 Minion Ford F-150. He's going to go ahead and call it a night right there. So let's check up with the 18 of Brad Rivers and his U.S. Army tribute to Private Rivers, his dad, that served in the U.S. Army for a stint. And I tell you what, Bad Brad, he's fast. Week in and week out, definitely knows how to get everything that he can out of this Ford F-150. And as he comes across the start stripe next time, we'll go ahead and see exactly how fast he actually is and where he's going to go ahead and slot in. But of course, as always, we'll take it through the grid as Brad Rivers goes P25. How about Jose Ruiz in this number 23 Columbia Toyota? One of the first TRD machines that we've come across so far. Jose Ruiz, this is his get up to speed lap. So we'll see how he does as the afternoon rolls on. So go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon so you can see exactly who's where and what they've got for the pole so far. If qualifying was done as 23 is getting a little out of sorts, good hands by Jose Ruiz to save that machine for the most part. Keep it off the inside wall. Only a little bit of a tap, not too bad. Charlie Mosley and his Gatorade machine looks like he is done. Mike Campbell III is going to show as P33 right now. Looks like Jose Ruiz's lap did not count. Doug King has also not taken a lap yet, neither has Tyler Brynock or Brian Phillips. So the scoring pylon that you see on the left-hand side shows 34 drivers so far, back to Dave Mayo, that have taken time. And again, we got just about 40 bad mother truckers about to tackle the lady in black. And this is going to be one hell of a race for the Team Nigu Willow Strong 125 here from Darlington. It's going to be a great race. Usually this excuse me. This is a little bit of a throwback race. Very often you'll see a lot of guys dig deep for a throwback to drivers from yesteryear. Usually a lot of very, very nice, petty throwbacks and Earnhardt throwbacks, whether it's father or son. Davey Allison, Michael Waltrip, Darrell Waltrip, and so many others. So we'll have to see as the night goes on, and we'll go through the field, see who's got what. But in the meantime, looks like qualifying is over. So we're going to go ahead and clear that, and we'll go ahead and pull up your grid to show you who's going to start where. So it looks like Justin Aniscock in that number 13 Barbie Mobile. He's going to start first. Excuse me, with Jamie Haynes to his outside. Austin Collins going to be P3 with Pacey Wygett to round out row number 2. Row 3, Nick Gowan in that number 8 with John Osborne in the 81. Ed McMuffin Robertson in the 64 starting P7. P8 is going to be Edmund Knopp. Byron Jones in that 19 is going to start P9 with Jordan Anderson, P10. P11, Josh Arnold, old J-Pie himself in that double deuce with Donald Kite to his outside to round out the top 12. 13th going to be Mike Carter in the 98 with Joel Conley, old Kool-Aid, in that 54. P15, Dylan Chappell Sr. in the 69 with Cole Snyder out of PA in that 2-4. P17 is going to be Giovanni Klein in the 84 with Mike LeBlanc in the 18. I'm sorry, in 18th rather, in the 41. Chase McGuire in the 79 is going to start in 19th with Stan Carnathan in the 82 starting 20th. To round out the top 12, it's going to be Justin Burden in the 51, Jimmy Mensch the 94, the 57 of Kenny Lind, and of course Andrew Chapman starting 24th in the 77. 25th is going to be the 18 of Brad Rivers. We're just keeping up with him for a lap or two. Again, in that number 18. 26 going to be Josh Roberts in the 3. I apologize, ladies and gents. Trying to get over this cold, or the rest of this flu, I should say. It absolutely has not been easy. Nate Lehman in the 14 with Mike Miller in the 5, starting 28th. 29th, Mike Fish in the 20 with Charlie Mosley Jr. in the 89. 31st, going to be the 71 of Mike Campbell Jr., old Papa Bear himself in that Minions Ford, and Claire Murphy in the 61, 32nd. 33rd, Mike Campbell III, starting in his number 11. The third in the 08 is going to be Dave Mayo, 34th. 35th is going to be Jose Ruiz in that 2-3 with Doug King to his outside. And in the rear with the gear, talking about Tyler Brynock in the 88 and Brian Phillips in the 26. So 38 truckers, again, just about 40 guys out here trying to tackle the Lady in Black. See who in the end is going to be prove whether this track was too tough to tame for them, or if they're able to go ahead and get on by without too many Darlington stripes on the right-hand rear quarter panel of their Ford, Toyota, or Chevrolet Silverado. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jacob Palmer says, good luck, everyone. Mama Amber 29 says, you got this, Mama. Thank you very much for the follow. A baby girl also very much thank you for the follow just a few short minutes ago. Don't be afraid. Say, hey, I promise I don't bite. I might cough, but I promise I won't bite. Let's get racing. As you can see, Barney's got the green flag up, about ready to get going. Let's bring up your scoring pylon and everything else that you're going to need as the night rolls on. Green flag, let's go. All right, looks like caution number 1 is going to fly. Saw somebody right around 10th place, kind of towards the inside wall, and might have bounced off. Getting a little bit of indication might have something to do with maybe Ed Robertson or a couple others. So let's go ahead and bring it on back, find out exactly what happened. All right, here is Ed Robertson in the 64, and I'm pretty sure it was a white truck across the track. So let's play this out, find out exactly what happened. Ugh! And you hear the motor pop. That's very, very unfortunate. Came back across traffic. And let's actually back this up, see how many more get involved in this. All right, let's go ahead and switch this around, and let's play this out one more time. Just some very, very unfortunate bystanders in the back. You see the 77 get caught up, as well as that's not the 00, but there's the 71 of Mike Papa Bear Campbell. I think that's the 97 scrolling on by. So is the 88. So it's very, very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so let's see if we can get a hold of the 13 here right quick. We'll go ahead and pull him on up and see what the one and only Justin Aniscock has got for Darlington this evening. Justin is repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
But I apologize. Don't mean to cough in your ears as soon as you get up here. But So you were very, very fast in practice. It was a little loose. How is this Barbie Mobile up in clean air? You've been able to kind of scoot away from the rest of the field a little bit up until this caution flew.
I felt pretty good in Wednesday practices. So I just pretty much focused on qualifying the whole time, and finally got it right at the end of it. And I see how it is. Teammate kind of wrecked a couple people back there. I guess he just split all over the place. So kind of just gotta take it easy, maybe here at the beginning, just to get the tires warmed up.
All right, bud. Well, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck in that hashtag Willow Strong. Number 13, you've been rocking this Barbie scheme since Halloween. You said you think this scheme kind of brings you a little bit of luck. How much luck do you need at the Lady in Black?
All of it. I needed a little bit last week. Kind of got wrecked for the win last week, but it's a new week, and I love this track. I love how it's going to turn loose, just like last week, so there's going to be a lot of loose trucks coming out of the corner.
All right, Justin, I'll go ahead and I'll get you back on down with everybody else. Good luck. Keep Willow rolling, and maybe we'll talk to you again a little bit later on.
Hell yeah.
There you go. All right, so again, Justin has got back on down with his team. This guy's one bad, fast driver, and it never surprised me when he's up closer to the front than the back. And even when he's in the back, the man has got enough talent as we go back green to fight his way back on through. And here we go. All right, Justin comes on back by to lead another lap, and he's got the one of Austin Collins right up his tailpipe. So these guys trying to get away, and this is something that you will definitely see as we go back through the field, as Austin Collins posts the fastest lap so far, the 30.95. We did see the two get a little loose off corner exit. That was Jordan Anderson, and go on down to tag the inside wall. I'm not quite sure. Oh, there he is. I thought he might have brought it on down pit road, but that's not the case, as he's just, looks like that's the 64 of Ed Robertson. Very, very loose up by the high side. Going to try to let a few more go. But as you can see now, as I'll actually bring it up from the chopper, there's quite the single file line going on now for most positions. There's a couple ahead of these guys, as the 61's going to go ahead and try to take the spot away on the bottom. He's got 23 of Jose Ruiz right up towards his passenger door into the corner side by side. 61's gonna have to concede that position. Now he's got the 57 there. That's Kenny Lind. As there's a little bit more of a battle up and behind them, right in front of the cat machine of Doug King, and the 87. Caution's going to fly. All right, so going to figure out exactly what this caution is from, and we'll make sure to try and bring it to you. So far, not really seeing much. And I'm not getting a notification as to what the caution was for. All right, so we'll assume maybe it was an admin caution. Not 100% sure, but how about we check in with driver number 1, talking about Austin Collins. All right, I believe Austin just a little bit further down, pulling up his team channel right now. There he is, down there in Weaver Motorsports. So we'll go ahead and bring him on up. Hopefully he doesn't mind picking on him for just a second. Austin, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy.
Hey, EP, how's it going?
Oh, buddy, I've been better, but we are fighting our way through. You've been able to get on up there, and it's pretty much ended up single file. Just before these cautions have flown. What do you think about Darlington, about the sun setting, and how much has that changed the grip in your number one machine?
Well, I'll tell you what, the setup was a lot different than what I expected. Last time I ran here, it was real loose, and it's kind of tight here tonight. It's a push tight or a push loose, where if you drive it too hard, you can get loose. But the sun setting here, it should grip up a bit more. But we're having a good time out here. It's a lot of fun.
All right, buddy. I'll get you back on down with Weaver Motorsports. Good luck as always, sir. Keep the shiny side up. Love watching your race. Get down there and go get it, man.
Yeah, we're going to try. Good luck, Pete.
I never doubt you for a second, sir. Thank you, buddy. All right, back on down to Weaver Motorsports. Again, one more time, that is Austin Collins. Up one spot so far after starting third. And that's one thing about Austin. This man can pilot anything that he gets into, whether it's one of these trucks, the Xfinity cars, next gen, whatever it is. This man knows how to navigate his way around any track that's out there, whether it's a short track, super speedway, mile and a half, 2 mile, whatever it is. You can bet that this man's going to be competitive. All right, so. Looks like right now still single file. Justin Anscock still has the pace truck right ahead of him, and the lights are still on. So how about our top five right now? Again, Austin Collins sitting there at P2. Nick Gowen in that Exalta number 8 sitting P3. Pacey Wygen in that 00 sitting P4 right where he started. And Evan Knopp so far P5 up 3 spots from the start of this race as well. Evan Knopp was one that showed a lot of promise at the end of last season, and so far looking pretty good. And I've got some big expectations, some high hopes for Evan this season round. This season doesn't end until the beginning or second week of February, so there's a lot for Evan to get on up there and accomplish. I would say by the time that this season is done, Evan Knopp finishes or visits victory lane at least twice. So we'll have to see if I'm looking into a crystal ball or what it is. But down the Boeing backstretch, going into turns 3 and 4, and we're about to go back green. Who do you guys have out there in chat? Who's gonna? Excuse me. Who's it going to be? Who gets it done this evening from the Lady in Black? All right. So you see Barney's got the green flag in hand. The yellow flag has been put away. Justin Anscock, by virtue of being the control truck, he's always the first one on the loud pedal. Let's go racing. Mostly single file down the backstretch already. Got a wreck in the back. And that time, it looks like so far, no caution. All right, caution just slightly delayed. So let's see if we can go back, find out exactly what happened right here. Looks like might have something to do with Dave Mayo and Jordan Anderson. So let's go back with Jordan here right quick, find out what role he had in all this, and we'll play it out. Here is the deuce, and let's play it. This right after the restart. 23 of Jose Ruiz to the outside. You see that cat truck just ahead. Jose a little loose. And it looks like the 57 and company are going to have something to do with this. So let's try to drop back with Kenny Lind and rewind if we can. All right, let's play this out. All right, so the 3 tagged the wall. Let's rewind this just a tad. So the 3 tags the wall. He's got the Gatorade 89 just behind him. Let's switch this over and bring it on over to the 3. Maybe. There he is. There's Josh Roberts. And let's play this out. Couple more, make some pretty heavy contact with the wall, but let's go ahead and bring it back live. I apologize, ladies and gents. Just a little bit of an issue with the overlay program. That's why, unfortunately, you're seeing that not found in the top left-hand side. Trying to get that all fixed up for us. I can tell you that Justin Anaskok is leading. Austin Collins still P2. Pacey Wygett, Nick Gowan, and Evan Knopp are our top 5. Jamie Haynes, Byron Jones, John Osborne, Josh Arnold, and Joel Kool-Aid Conley are our top 10. Don Kite, Cole Snyder, Mike Carter, Dylan Chappell Sr., and Chase McGuire's top 15. 16th, Mike LeBlanc, Giovanni Klein, Stan Carnathan, Justin Burden, and Jimmy Mensch to round out the top 20. There we go. All right, we got some info back for you. Sorry about that. All right, so working lap 18, and because I had to reset it, it says 0th caution, if there was such a thing, 0th. This is actually our 3rd caution of the evening so far. Lights top the pace truck are out. 1, 13, 8, 00, 63, 53, and they're off turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. 13 again by virtual being the control truck. Also has choice of which line he wants to restart on. He's once again chosen the outside line where he gets the most momentum off of the corner and down the backstretch. That way he can try to keep the clean air on the hood of that Toyota and make everybody else behind them really race this out. All right, lights top the pace truck are out. He's going to go ahead and pull down pit road. Green flag is up.
Green, green, green.
Let's go racing. Darkness falling across the land. 13, 1, and the 8 all nose to tail, very, very close quarters going into that set of turns, but off the corner 13, able to stretch this out. I'm sure he's got to be hoping that there's no more cautions and he can try to scoot away and show that, hey, I can be a long-run driver. I am a long-run driver. I'll have the tires to contend when it's all said and done a little bit later on. Working lap 20 of 125, so 105 more laps to go here in the hashtag Willow Strong Nigu. 125 from Darlington, and so far it's been all the 13. But, you see Baby Girl as well as Mama Amber out there talking about the 11 and Bell Tire now on board of that machine. So what do you say we drop on back with this guy and show you what he's got going on? Brand new deal for him and the 11 team. Great looking ride. Here it is. Team Nigu on the side, Bell Tower on the hood. Of course, the quarter panels and everywhere else. Nice looking red, white, and blue machine. And Mike Campbell doing a fantastic job as always, piloting his. I believe his is a Toyota TRD Tundra, and it's that's a great deal for this kid. Absolutely, very, very happy for him. As I look behind, of course, turned down for what iRacing Truck Series. And the number 11 right now sitting P25, but he's up 8 spots since the race started. And you can bet your bottom dollar that he's going to grind this out all the way to the very end, grab the best possible spot that he can when it's all said and done. Can't wait to see where Mike Campbell III is able to finish up in his brand new Bell Tire number 11 Toyota. Looking really fast. Looks like he's got a really good handle on the line. Got to be a little careful. Don't get too far down. That'll get you into some pretty loose territory. Now under fire from the Deuce and the 57. The 2 is Jordan Anderson. The 57 is Kenny Lind. 57 now stuck behind that left rear. And 11 able to hold off and keep that spot for himself. Again, right now in the second half of the field, but doing all right. All right, a little bit further back up front. Not much has changed within the top 5. Nick Downey's got the 53 of Jamie Haynes and the 19 of Byron Jones right behind him as they battle it out side by side, up and off the corner. Maybe a little bit of door contact there as they come across the line. Aiden Nick Allen just getting his one Darlington stripe there on the right rear of that number 8. Let's actually show you, see if you take a look at that right rear and show you what I mean by a stripe. Oh, he kissed it so slightly that it didn't even leave a mark. So he's still perfectly fine. Looking ahead now at the number 19 of Byron Jones as he was able to get on by. This from his nose camera and from his rear cam. You see Jamie Haynes right behind him. And then, of course, behind Jamie Haynes, you got the double deuce, the one and only Josh Arnold, sitting right now in P number 8, up 3 spots. And John Osborne right behind him. You see how the field right now mostly getting single filed out. That's usually how these races run after just a little bit. And at this point, it gets to be more about tires. Who's able to save the tires? Some of these guys thinking to themselves, okay, you know what? You're up there. You're able to extend this out. You go ahead and burn up your stuff. I'll see you in just a little bit when your tires are gone. and my tires are at that point in their prime, or at least a little bit better than you, and we'll go ahead and have ourselves a little bit of a race up and off a corner when the tires really prove themselves the most. All right, talking about Josh Arnold, here he is in this double deuce. Again, John Osborne and Joel Kool-Aid Conley right behind him. Joel in this number 54 oatmeal cream pies machine. All single file, like I was just mentioning, behind this guy. Justin Anscock still leading. Nothing has changed up there. He's got a 1 second gap between himself and the one of Austin Collins. So then back behind them, Pacey Wygant is just another spot back, sitting right here in P number 3. Pacey, if we go ahead and take a look from his nose, this is the gap between him and Austin Collins. This from Evan Knopp. Evan right now up 4 spots, sitting in P number 4. He's a good, 4 seconds behind our current leader, still Justin Anscock. And right behind him is going to be Byron Jones in his Jones P&D Silverado. Byron up 5 spots so far. And you can bet that Byron's hungry. He's going to get up there and take everything that he possibly can before he's slip-sliding around a little bit more than he already is. And at that point, it's really all about racing the track versus his competition. Nick Gowan's fallen back just a little bit in his number 8 Exalted machine. Tags the wall at the center of the corner. That's going to allow Jamie Haynes in the 53 machine to close in just a little bit. That hurt the momentum more than anything on that 8. But because this is it's pretty much a one groove track. The 53 really had nowhere to go when he got to the tailgate of the 8. Behind these guys, of course, the double deuce of Josh Arnold, the 81 of John Osborne. But these guys have been nose to tail also for quite a few laps right now. Joel Kool-Aid Conley with the 24 of Cole Snyder out of Pennsylvania. And then, of course, Don Kite back here in the 66. He started P12. Well, guess what? That's exactly where he's still running, right there in P12 with 36 laps now completed. 3 cautions so far on the evening. We got a first look at a pretty decent green flag run as the 69 of Dylan Chappell and Mike LeBlanc right behind them, right along with Brad Rivers and Chase McGuire. 18 of Brad Rivers going to go ahead and try a little something, try to get underneath the 41, able to make it work. Either that or the 41 said, yeah, man, I see you. I know you're faster. Here you go. Not going to hold him up. Looks like now we've got the 79 of Chase McGuire and Andrew Chapman in the 77. Andrew was part of caution number 2, I believe. But right now, by virtue of the 3rd caution, he's been able to navigate his way on up and get on by at least 7 other drivers as he sits P17 up 7 spots so far. Looks like the leader's starting to catch some lap traffic. This could be very detrimental to the 13. For the first time, he's actually going to have to deal with that Barbie mobile and the dirty air off of the other trucks that are right around him. So this is going to be the biggest test for Justin Anscock that he's had all evening long. It's kind of interesting that he's actually catching up to lap traffic this early in this full green flag run. I'm going to guess that this is a few guys that were caught up by some issues in the back and maybe still have some damage that they weren't able to fix completely on pit road, such as the 71 there of Mike Papa Campbell, the owner of the Turned Out For What iRacing community. There he is in that Minions machine. Mike Campbell right now, he's sitting 31st. And if we look back from him towards the 13, there he is now on the outside. So Pop Bear says, go ahead, Justin, I see you're fast. Go get us. The one also getting around the 71. Got a little bit of the wall, but not too bad. Now here comes the 08. So that's actually a position for Mike Campbell. He's got to hold the 08 back, because right now, Pop Bear, he would be the first truck one lap down, I believe. So if a caution should fly, he'd go ahead and get that wave around, get back on the lead lap, and he'd still have a chance a little bit later on for a best possible finish. Justin definitely in some very, very heavy traffic getting on by the 87. There's the 61 in company. And all this lap down traffic has definitely brought Austin Collins right back up to the hashtag Willow Strong tailgate of Justin Anasagok. Justin, he's got to hope that he's able to navigate his way through all this dirty air as the 89 Gatorade machine goes ahead and pulls low. And you can definitely see where Justin is stronger than the one off of the corner. But is he pushing too hard? Is he going to have the tire for the long run a little bit later on? Or is he going to have an issue and have to fight Austin Collins for this run right now? Austin looking a little bit lower than the 13, looking for a little bit of clean air as he's able to get that. Also get back on the throttle, not really pushing too hard towards that outside wall. Working lap 44 now of 125. Vroom, vroom, Roman out there in the land of Twitch saying, Pete, what's up, Mr. Roman? How are you, sir? Good to see you out there. And as always, buddy, welcome aboard, and thanks for coming out. Always look forward to seeing you at one point or another. Looks like caution number 4 is going to fly, and it's going to have something to do with the one and only Pacey Wygent as well as Claire Murphy. I'm going to guess Pacey was working his way through lap traffic the same as the 13 and the 1, and maybe it didn't work out quite as well as for him as it did for these two. Let's go back with Pacey right now and see exactly what happened with that 00. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring it on back to the chase cam, PBR iRacing team, and let's play this out. So here is the 00. Pacey, all kinds of dirty air right ahead of him. Claire Murphy also involved in this, so I'm going to guess that's going to be an after effect. Roman says, good, still no new wheel. I tell you, ladies and gents, if you're ever watching on a Friday night the top split NIS races, you can always look for the number 95 for Nicholas Vroman, old HD Motorsports, and what he's capable of bringing to each and every race with the likes of Garrett Maines and Mr. Conklin and a few others. The man can handle his own, so much so he's decided to go ahead and upgrade his equipment, and I can't wait to see what kind of a new feel the new wheel right along with his new pedals and new rig and all that give him, and whatever. He says last place, All right, so we saw what happened there with the 00. Let's watch this from Claire Murphy. All right, play it out from the 61. All part of lap traffic. We'll go ahead and widen the view here a little bit. There's a 00 about 3 trucks back. Last place, he says. Right. Oh, just washes up track, collects the JBL machine, and just nowhere to go. 61 almost getting high-sided on the inside wall. And one truck comes back across and just kind of takes off the tailgate a little bit. Go ahead and bring it back live. All right, last time Josh Roberts, actually, I don't believe Josh Roberts has been on pit road as of yet, or at least not since I've had to reset the overlay tool. So now we got this Levita sign, number 3, leading the way. Everybody else just now came on down pit road on lap 45. Let's see if this 3 comes on down pit road a little late and just decides to go to the rear by virtue of coming on down once pit road is closed. We'll see, Vroom Vroom. We'll see. Baby girl talking about the 11 right now. The 11 showing back in 24th, up 9 spots from when the race started. So far, Mike Campbell III able to keep that machine clean and doing everything he can for Bell Tire. It's actually back here. There we go. Machine again looking pretty good, I gotta say. There is Mike Campbell III in his Team Nigu Bell Tire Toyota TRD machine. All right, let's go ahead and bring it on back up. Josh Roberts did decide to stay out. He's out there now on 45 lap old tires, and this is going to be this is really going to be a no win for the number 3. Yeah, he's able to lead a lap, but that is going to be just about it. Everybody else going to come whizzing on by. As he gets on that throttle, he's going to be very, very lucky if he doesn't go ahead and spin the tires. As Vroom says, all right, man, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good one. Nick, you have a great night as well, and I'll see you very soon for the next NIS race, buddy. Go get him. Kurt Swatsworth says, love that voice, buddy. I wish you were here with me because my voice is struggling. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get back going. Green flag is up. Barney's ready to roll. The 3 of Josh Roberts with the 13 of Justin Anscock on that front row. This is going to be an interesting restart.
Green, green, green.
Let's go. Three truck absolutely holding up that high side. That's going to keep the 8 behind him way up 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Everybody right now on their P's and Q's trying not to get collected. 3 wide again. Now the 81 and the 24. They're going to take them to the inside, getting on by 3 up by the wall, 81 in the middle. Now we got that JBL machine. He's going to try to get on by as well. I believe that's going to be Mr. Kite. 3 getting a little loose, and everybody else having to take evasive action in order to get through. Three tagging a wall a couple times, getting his Darlington stripe or stripes out of the way. 69.57 now behind him. The 14 down low. 13. 3 is going to go ahead and try to pull it way low and get out of everybody's way. That's probably one of the best things that he could have possibly done. And for the most part, that's going to go ahead and clear most people. I saw one person getting a little loose right there, but all in all, not a bad job by the 3 to get down and out of the groove. All right, back up front, Evan Knopp in that number 63. Actually, I take that back. It's going to be the 13 of Justin Aniscock. Evan Knopp right now sitting P number 2 in that JBL number 63. Evan right now up 6 spots. Justin Aniscock just goes purple and posting the fastest lap so far, a 28.97. All right, caution's going to fly yet again. Looks like this one might have something to do possibly with Mike Campbell III. Just shows that he went ahead and jumped to the pits. Not quite sure if he was forced down pit road or what exactly happened, but let's go back with him right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and rewind this and see what happens with the 11. There you see the 64 of Ed Robertson to his inside. Way up by the wall. And, just, that hurt. I think that might have broke the right front on the 64, and the 11 just kind of guiding it along the wall. No, really nowhere to go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so you see the 11 right there. He's in the pits, and you saw the damage to Ed Robertson's machine as well. So let's see now if we can find the one and only Mr. Knopp. See what he's thinking about his position now in that JBL number 63 Dirt to Daytona Silverado. Let's see, where are you at, Mr. Knopp? There he is, down there in Heel Turn Motorsports. Evan, it's Repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that 63.
What's up, Pete?
All right, Evan, you got your best spot so far of the evening, and the lights top the pace truck are still on. You're behind the 13 of Justin Anscock, who's been very, very strong all night long. What can you learn from the 13, or are you pretty confident in your skills here around the Lady in Black?
Darlington is one of my favorite tracks, always has been. I've been on kind of a break from iRacing the last couple weeks. I haven't been racing much, but I did a little bit of practice before this race. I feel like I'm probably a top 5 truck, but I'm gonna probably need to save some tire or figure out a strategy to get around this 13. No, the 8's fast, the 19's fast. There's a couple of guys that are really fast. Just got to play it right and be there at the end. Try to stay out of trouble, not get into it with any lap cars, and see what we can get out of it.
Evan, at the end of last season, I was really hoping that you were going to get into victory lane. You've definitely shown a lot of promise, a lot of speed. I kind of said it just a little bit ago. I think you can visit victory lane at least twice before this season is over. If you had to pick your perfect tracks to get at least 1 or 2 wins in the remaining schedule after tonight here at Darlington, where would they be?
I'd have to put Darlington here at the top of the list. I'd say Homestead is a good one for me. If you remember last season, I led about 9. Oh, they're talking to me. I led about 90 laps here last season and got a late caution that kind of got me.
Yep.
But I felt like that one slipped away. I felt like there's been a couple that have slipped away from me just with bad luck, equipment issues, or whatever it may be. I'd love to get a win.
No doubt. I have no doubt that you are closer than ever to getting a win here in the Turned Out for What iRacing community. I'll get you back on down with the rest of your teammates. As always, buddy, good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll talk to you again a little bit later on.
Hope so. Thank you.
That win's not too far away, Evan. You got it. All right, so go ahead and get Evan Knopp back on down to Heel Turn Motorsports right now. And yeah, I really believe, I do believe that Evan at some point very, very close, he's going to go ahead and grab that win. And as soon as he does, the floodgates are going to absolutely open for him, and he's going to do very, very well. All right. Mike Campbell III says, my wheel just broke, stuck to the right. Yes, the wheel is fried, smoked out and done for time. Smoked out and done. Time for a new one. Ugh, that hurts. That absolutely hurts. All right, let's go ahead and bring it on back to Barney as the field gets ready to come on by. Coming off turn number 4, let's go racing.
Green flag, green flag.
Caution out yet again. Looks like that's going to have something to do with Mike LeBlanc a little bit further in the back. What do you say we go back, pick up with Mike, and see exactly what's going on with him? Haven't really talked much about him in this number 41 racechoice.com Ford F-150, but this is right on the restart, so let's play this out, see what's going on. Whole lot of checking up on the bottom side, going into one. Oh, looks like maybe a little bit of net code at first. And then that Rowdy Energy machine just grabs a hold and spins them around. Nothing much that the 41 could have done. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so what do you say we check in with the one and only Byron Jones now? Byron right now sitting P at number 3. Let's see if we can't pull him up out of his team and see what this driver 19 is thinking in his Jones P&D machine. All right, let's go ahead and bring him on up here right quick. Byron, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that Jones Paint and Designs number 19 Silverado.
Yes, I do.
Byron, it's amazing to get a chance to talk to you. Don't get a chance much anymore. How you feeling in that number 19? And yes, sir, I do remember the paint scheme.
Yeah, it's I'm feeling pretty good tonight. The fact that I'm up here competing after I was talking about I wasn't feeling too good about this track. All I have to do is just keep the truck clean. That's what I've noticed. I've done some different things compared to these guys, and it's been helping me in the long runs too. So we'll see how well this all works out.
Your PBR Racing teammates, James Mensch, Mike Fish, and Pacey Wygant, are they giving you any kind of advice getting to the front, or are you handing anything back now that you've worked your way up to P3?
We've all been sort of talking between each other, and we're just like, okay, yeah, everyone's about the same speed. It's just all of us are trying to find our own way to find our way around the cars is the only problem. Darlington is one of the toughest tracks to pass at. You almost have to either dive bomb them or you have to fully send it into turn 1. And unfortunately, we haven't had the best opportunities, and we don't really want to take anyone out in the process too.
All right, but you've only got 2 trucks ahead of you now. You got Justin Anscock, who's been the strongest most for most of the race so far. Evan Canop, he's up 6. You're also up 6. What is the difference in the way the track handles when you're closer to the front versus mired or versus being mired further in the back in all that dirty air?
I've noticed the air will make it more stable. Once you get out in that open wind, it's like the truck wants to whip around on you pretty easily, especially later in the run. So the plan is see if I can't stay behind someone, keep my truck stable for as long as possible, because that's what seems to be working right now. But Justin, he's proven everyone else wrong with the way he's flying away.
All right, buddy, I'll get you back on down with the rest of your PBR Racing teammates. As always, sir, I love to watch you race. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up. Let's go.
Will do. Thank you, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, again, back on down to PBR Racing. That is Byron Jones out of Goodyear, Arizona. Jones Paint and Designs, or Jones PND on Twitter. Look him up for any kind of scheme you may need for your own racing, whether it's a truck, Xfinity, Cup car, ProLite, Legends car, whatever you may need. Look this guy up on Twitter at Jones P spelled out and D. So Jones P&D on Twitter for all of your iRacing livery needs. One hell of a kid, and known him many years. He's definitely come a long way, and he does some amazing work. I speak from firsthand experience. All right, let's go ahead and bring it on back. We're going to get ready to roll down the middle of the backstretch right now. Again, Justin Anscock leading, Evan Canop sitting P number 2, Byron Jones 3rd, Jamie Haynes 4th, and Josh Arnold in that double deuce right now sitting P number 6. All right, Barney's got the green flag up. We're ready to roll. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
I saw one truck a little bit further in the back get into a little bit of an issue, but so far, no caution. We are staying green. I believe that might have been Mike Miller, but I can't be 100%. Yep, looks like it was, as he's going to go ahead and take that number 5 machine down pit road to the attention of his crew. See if they can't fix up that Toyota and get him back out on track, maybe handling just a little bit better. How about Austin Collins in this number 1 machine? He's got Mike Fish right behind and Jimmy Mensch right ahead. Austin Collins was all over the back bumper of the 13 for the good, first 40 laps or so, as he tries to look low under the 94 of Jimmy Mensch. He's got the 20. That's going to be Mike Fish as well. 94 looking for the crossover. Nothing there at that point anyway. Just ahead now has got the 98 and the 69. That's going to be Dylan Chappell Sr. and Mike Carter. Very unfortunate news for Mike Campbell. It says wheel just broke, just got stuck to the right. Says gonna have to get a new one. Ladies and gentlemen, these wheels are not cheap. I mean, for a good wheel, you're talking at least a good $700. So it's that might be the end of Mike Campbell the third for a little bit, but we'll have to see. Got a little bit of a battle right behind Austin Collins. See the 00 of Pacey Wygant. He was able to get on by his teammate in the 94. Again, that's Jimmy Mensch. And then Mike Fish in that number 20 right there with Jimmy Mensch as well. Now a little bit of a battle between the 82 of Stan Carnathan, Justin Burton, and company. 3 different, very, very different lines between the 23, 51, and the 82. 82 is going to look to the outside. 41 right behind. 51 throwing it way down low. Stan Carnathan up in a wall. Tags it just a little bit. That's going through the center. Let's see if we can't take a look at the right rear of Stan Carnathan right now. And yeah, whole lot of scrapage on this rapid fired pizza number 82. Some interesting news for Stan Carnathan. Stan has gotten into the food truck business. And that's actually the new name of the company, Rapid Fired Pizza. If I lived anywhere up near Illinois, or actually it might be Kentucky, I'm not 100% sure, I would absolutely love to stop by his food truck, grab a slice or 10, and maybe who is it? What's the name of that? What is it? Barstool Sports. That the guy that goes around and he tries all the different kinds of pizza from the different pizzerias. Get a hold of that guy and get him to stop by Stan's spot and give a review for old Mr. Carnathan. Guy's a hell of a guy, I promise you that. All right, back up front, not missing much again. Justin Anaskog with Evan Knopp. Right up his trumpet. So first and second, still the same way they were, as well as the 19 of Byron Jones, Jamie Haynes in P4, and Nick Gowan right now running right where he qualified in P number 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little bit of a crank it up session. What do you say? Go ahead and turn up that headset, turn up that sound bar, turn up your TV, whatever you got. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a ride, an audio ride, through the field, looking at a few different camera angles around the Lady in Black, working lap 71 of 125. So we are officially past halfway. Go ahead, let's crank it up. All right, let's work our way back into this. Justin Mons stopping by out there in the land of YouTube. Justin Mons, driver of the number 41 Gamer Advantage machine in the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series from Season 1 and Season 2. Justin, always great to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming out, hanging out, stopping by. Definitely appreciate it. Looking forward to the Shake and Bake iRacing Series getting started back up right around time for the Clash. Definitely going to be a lot of fun. See how that all shakes out. What series what vehicle that series decides to go back with as Season 3 gets closer and closer. This is the Turned Out for What iRacing Truck Series presented by hashtag Willow Strong and Team Nigu, live from the Lady in Black. The track Too Tough to Tame has been shown to have some issues this evening. Right now in the middle of a pretty decent green flag run, as you see the iRacing blimp high above the track here in Darlington, South Carolina. Not a whole lot of throwback schemes this evening, but definitely a lot of speed. We started with just about 40 bad mother truckers out here on track, and if I'm not mistaken, at last count, there are still 32 truckers vying for that W when it's all said and done. Working lap 83 of 125, so that checkered flag is getting closer and closer, lap after lap. All right, let's go ahead and check back up front. Justin Aniscock still leading the way in his Barbie, number 13, hashtag Willow Strong, Team Nigu, Toyota TRD machine. Again, this guy very, very strong week in and week out. Still has Evan Knopp right behind in his body armor, JBL, number 63. Evan again up 6 spots. Meanwhile, Justin right there, he's led several laps. Justin Mons says some familiar names in here. Hope they have a great race. Yeah, Justin, this series is actually really, really strong. It's right about a 3K SOF. So they know how to get things done. Be about 2,500 to a 3K SOF. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you should definitely recognize the one. Of course, of Austin Collins. Let's see. Byron Jones, you probably recognize a little bit. Justin Aniscock. Let's see. Jose Ruiz, you definitely recognize. Stan Carnathan, probably. Yeah, there's a few in here. All right. '18 of Brad Rivers, a little bit of a gap ahead, a little bit of a gap behind as well. Andrew Chapman in the 77. He's right now running P9, up 15 spots from where he started in his Toyota. You see the back end getting a little wiggly. These guys have now been out on track since lap 45. So working lap 87. He says Haynes, Conley, and Cole Snyder. And just as we say that, talking about green flag and tires, caution is out. See if we can find out exactly what happened here that brought out the 7th caution. Even though it says the 4th up there, it's actually the 7th caution of the evening, working lap number 88. So far, I haven't received notification as to what it could possibly be for. Here is the 71 from Mike Papa Bear Campbell. He doesn't really look too worse for the wear as he comes flying on by somebody. Yep, oh boy, Yellow Hanky out of the pocket is going to shake things up. Barney's been pretty forthcoming with that yellow flag most of the evening. And again, I'm not getting any kind of an indication as to what the yellow is for, so we'll keep it right here. So what do you say we try to get a hold of Nick Gowan when his pit stop is done? Not going to interrupt him right yet. I want to be able to hear the full countdown to his spotter, and then, of course, his run off of pit road as well. Nick Gowan is hanging out in Eons Motorsports right along with Brad Rivers, Mike LeBlanc, John Osborne, and Stan Carnathan. So everybody pulling in for 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Go ahead and top it off with that Sunoco E15 fuel. They'll come back around to start lap 90 next time by. And the 8's going to come on out. Looks like he's going to come on out right where he went in. So let's see if we can't get a hold of Nick Gowan right quick. Nick, it's 3 feet up in the booth, but you got a copy in that Exalta 8.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, Nick. You've pretty much been a stable inside the top 5 all night long. Don't think I've seen you outside of that at all. What do you need, or what's it going to take in order for you to get on up there to the 13 or the 63 of Evan, or even Byron Jones now, as he's found his way inside the top 5? What's it going to take for you to get on up there and take this dub for yourself, sir?
I need the rest of the race to go green. I was really fast there at the end of that run. I was probably running about 0.2 a lap faster each lap than the top 3. So I think they had almost like a 5-second lead over me, and I knocked it down to like almost 3 seconds to Justin. So hoping it goes green here, because the long run here is kind of my strong point. I mean, I am fast on a short lap, but I'd rather let the strategy play out instead of risking getting wrecked. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, actually, looking at your times now, you were 100% right. Both you and Jamie Haynes were faster than Byron Jones. Lap 85, 86, and 87. There's a good 0.3, and then a little over a tenth up to getting closer and closer to Byron Jones. Jamie Haynes not too far off. So can you get on? Okay, so if you can get on up there past Byron and Evan, do you have anything for the 13?
I think so. I mean, he's got great short run speed, so I think that's playing to his strong suit. I think he's just got a little bit more short run pace than I do, so that's why I'm hoping it goes green here, so I at least have a little better chance. So.
All right, Nick, I'll get you back on down with the rest of your Eon Motorsports teammates. Good luck to you, Brad Rivers, John Osborne, Mike LeBlanc, and, of course, Stan Carnathan. Go get him, sir.
Thank you so much.
You got it. All right, back on down to Eon's Motorsports again. That is driver 8 for the Exalta Motorsports Silverado, Nick Gowan. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. Justin Mon saying, I'm calling my shot. Give me that 53 for the dub. Man, anything's possible. Jamie Haynes is very, very fast. All right, going through and off of turn number 2 down the middle of the backstretch. 53 can absolutely get it done. I don't believe Jamie Haynes has been able to visit victory lane as of yet, but we're only in race number 6 on the season. Definitely very, very possible. Speaking of the season, let's go ahead and show you real quick what we got going on for the rest. So Darlington, Sonoma, Kansas, Charlotte, Talladega, Homestead, Miami, and then, of course, finishing it all up with 150 laps from Phoenix come April the 11th. All right, so let's go ahead. Green flags up. Barney's waving them on. Let's go. Eight's got that high side. 19 to Byron Jones. Little loose underneath. Oh, one truck hard into the inside wall, but able to keep it moving forward out of the racing group. So we're going to stay green. Great battle for, side by side here. Both of those truckers just came off pit road, so they got the fresh tires, but it's going to be the high side and the high side momentum that prevails. So give that number 8 up one spot. I believe that was Stan Carnathan that just wrecked a moment ago. Have to see so far staying green. And here we go. top two, Justin Anscock and Evan Knopp kind of pulling away after the 8 and the 19 settled the dispute over who was going to take over P number 3. Mostly a single file race all the way behind them. As it looks like Evan Knopp, the man just went to Plaid, posting a lap of 28.85, fastest lap of the race so far. As we get closer and closer to that century mark, working lap 94 of 125 of the hashtag Willow Strong Team Nigu. 125 here from the lady in black. Side by side right now between the 77 and company. That's going to be the 77 of Andrew Chapman and the double deuce of Josh Arnold. And it looks like the 22, he's going to be able to keep that spot. Now side by side just ahead of him, that's going to be Joel Kool-Aid Conley and the 53 of Jamie Haynes. 53 able to surge ahead, 54 falling back one. Now Jamie Haynes, he's got his sights set on the number 19 of Byron Jones. Can he get on up there and take it? I believe he might be able to. Jamie Haynes, he's got the vote of confidence from Justin Mons out there in YouTube as they get very, very close up and off the corner. 53 able to save it after getting loose. Great save. All in all, that little bit of a wiggle only cost him one spot. Double deuce of Josh Arnold was able to get on by. So he falls back into the clutches of the 54 of Joel Conley. Andrew Chapman and Joel Conley, now they're going to go ahead and take their fight side by side. Oatmeal cream pies up high. The Virginia Tech colors in that 77 looking low. And looking pro. Looks like we got a little bit of an issue right behind. Both drivers able to save it. And they're going to be able to roll on. Good job. Double O Pacey Wygent finds a hole up high. 66 has to check up. And that's going to make him go around. That was Donald Kite in that. Let's go back with Don, find out exactly what came of that spin. All right, let's play this out here. How did he keep it off the wall? Looked like he really had to check up, and when that happened, there was just nowhere to go. Double O came on up. He had to check up, got run over from behind by the 79, completely loops it around, grabs a gear, and 66 going to be able to motor on. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. Good save. Up at the front, Justin Anscock and Evan Knopp still 1-2. Nick Gowan now third. Byron Jones fourth. Josh Arnold, Jamie Haynes, Andrew Chapman, Austin Collins, the 24, Cole Snyder, and Brad Rivers right here in this U.S. Army tribute number 18 to his dad. This Ford F-150 right now up 15 spots after starting 25th. So Brad Rivers right now has himself a good shot at a top 10 as we go 25 to go in this hashtag Willow Strong Team Nigu 125 from the lady in black. Definitely want to welcome everybody that's out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, IROC TV through your favorite Roku device or on Kick. I again am a repeat, and this is the turnout for what iRacing Truck Series live from Darlington. We've had a few cautions this evening due to some really great racing. We'll have to see if this finishes the way that Nick Gowan wants this, to where it's all green. He was definitely very fast, right along with the 53, and thinks he was going to be able to get on up there and had something for the 13, but needed it to go green flag in order to put that long run skill to good use. You see there on the scoring pylon right now, Justin Anscock and Evan Knopp, they are a good 4 seconds ahead of this battle right now for P number 3. Nick Gowan has it in that Exalta 8. Byron Jones in that 19. He wants to get back on by. Josh Arnold in this double deuce. He wants to get on up there and take the spot away from both of them, hoping that they'll get really racy and maybe have an issue between them to where they've got to save it, just like what we just saw a moment ago with the 53 of Jamie Haynes, and maybe advance himself a couple more. This battle up here, though, this is absolutely really tight. Evan Knopp said that this has to be his favorite track, and he is just absolutely stalking the 13 of Justin Aniscock, just absolutely hoping that he will make a mistake, that maybe he's getting into the head of the driver of the 13 and making him use up his stuff. Just riding right now, trying to be there for the end. Exactly what Nick Gowan was saying earlier. But I think 4 seconds now could be too much of a deficit for him to work his way on up, as we're now down to 21 to go. I mentioned if you're out there in the land of IROC TV through Roku, if you haven't already, please, on your streamers, on your Roku TV or your Roku streaming deck, go on over to the streamers section. Search out IROC TV. It's the logo that you see there underneath the scoring pylon. This channel is absolutely free. No commercials, no nothing. And oh, by the way, it's great for any kind of podcast, whether you like POV streams, club, community, league streams. And oh, by the way, it's in beautiful 4K. How about that? Justin Mon says that 63 has to make a move or pray he doesn't suffer from aero tightness riding behind the 13. You're not kidding. Looks like he's trying to look a little bit low, trying to get a little bit of clean air on the hood of that 63, maybe making the 13 move up just a little bit. But so far, 63 looks like he's trying to run his own line. And this Chevrolet versus Toyota battle is going to go all the way down to the wire. Something tells me, if we don't have a caution, that is. Yeah, he definitely has the speed, says Justin Mons. Back here, this is the battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. The 8 of Nick Gowan has it. Again, Byron Jones, he wants that last podium spot. Can he get up there and take it? We'll have to see. How about Josh Arnold, though, in this double deuce? Looking pretty good as always. I've known J-Pod going back to console days, and right now he is just he's just flat flying. Yeah, Nick Gowan, he's doing his thing, and I can go ahead and show you how he how he fares compared to Evan Knopp and Byron Jones right behind him. Those are the laps that he's comparing himself to when it comes to driver in P2. Green means he's faster than the people that are around him. Now, both Nick Gowan and Byron Jones are faster than Evan Knopp. It's just Evan Knopp is right in the wake of the 13, so neither the 13 or the 63 can pull away. I just don't know if there's enough time left. 3.2 seconds. That's now down from 4 seconds, and he's just clicking lap after lap after lap. He's got some pretty fast times, no doubt there. Look at that, 3/10 that lap over Evan Knopp. So yeah, this 8's flat flying.
is out. Caution is out.
I've been talking this whole time. Oh, man, Justin, I am so sorry, but thank you very much for letting me know. All right, so the double deuce of Josh Arnold, he decided to go ahead and stay out. Let's see if we can get into the mind of driver 22 and see exactly what he's thinking. He's down there in Team CCR. We'll go ahead and pull him on up here right quick and see what Josh Arnold has in mind. J-Podge, repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that double deuce.
I do. Hey.
All right, buddy. I gotta ask, man. What is this? You're hoping that cautions will breed cautions kind of thing, or what's the strategy play here, sir?
We have nothing to lose.
Fair enough.
That's why I'm coming up here. I figure we'll go green with about 5, maybe 6 laps left, and so it is what it is. You know, if I wreck, I wreck. If I win, I win. I was just really hoping to get to talk to you in the booth, which you granted my wish.
But at any time at all. Justin Mon saying, out there in the land of YouTube, saying, honestly, great call to stay out. Probably just won it if it goes green. So, hey, how about that? Man, I know that you know how to handle these trucks. You know how to make sure that the tire spin's not too bad going back under green. Where do the nerves come into play, as you said, with just about 5 laps to go when we go back on full speed?
No nerves. I'm out here just having fun, like Mike Campbell wants us to. And but no, you know, Pete, out of everybody in my group that was doing we were looking at tires throughout the race after these runs, and I had the best out of everybody's my group, so might as well chance it. You know, if, like you said, if it does go green, with a very good position, if it's a couple of cautions, maybe I finish top 3, and we're talking here in a second anyway. But no, just out here having fun. Mike Campbell's got a pretty good, league over here, so that's what it's all about.
All right, buddy, I'll definitely give you a little bit more of a glimmer of hope, okay? You've got you, Mike LeBlanc, Josh Roberts, and Giovanni Klein that all stayed out. So the first truck back there on brand new Eagle Field Goods is going to be the 18 of Brad Rivers. He's definitely seen his share of some issues this evening, as I see you taking the high side. Justin Ansgok, who's led most of the way this evening, he's going to be P6. Nick Gowan, Evan Knopp, Austin Collins, and Jamie Haynes are going to be your top 10. Everybody's behind you, though. I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. Keep the shiny side up, and yeah, man, I hope to see you for a great podium when it's all said and done.
I appreciate it, Pete. I hope I'm talking to you here soon.
I don't doubt it,
If
sir.
not, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. There you go. All right, buddy. I'll get you back on down. Go get him.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, again, that is the one and only Josh Arnold, old J-Pop from back in the day in this double deuce. Usually he's got the Shell Pennzoil colors. This is all about Children's Hope Alliance in this Ford F-150. So, down middle of the backstretch going into turn number 3. Barney's going to have the green flag in hand as we go back green with 5 laps remaining. And Justin, we'll have to see if that call that he made is the one that that pays out for him. Green flag is up. Barney's ready to let him roll. Will it be for the last time, though? Let's see.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Let's go racing. Looks like Giovanni Klein in that 84 as the whole field stacked up off of turn number 3. We will see a caution, and we will have a green-white checker, at least attempt number 1 here, to settle this all out. That was a huge wreck. We'll go back with Jamie Haynes, who was right in the middle of that melee. Again, this is right off the top. Let's go ahead and bring it back with TV1. And we won't even go to chase mode. Let's go ahead and play this out. Again, this is on the restart. You see most of them able to get on up and get going. Three in the 18 got into it a little bit. And off of the corner, the 8 truck had the position. And this is where the whole pile-up really starts to get underway. It's the big one at Darlington. 19 of Byron Jones coming to a stop. There's the 3. There's the 69. Able to woe his way on up. Let's go back with Claire Murphy. Nowhere to go. The track just completely closed off as everybody's just kind of piling in. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so now we got Giovanni Klein. He also was on pit road last time, a lap 83. But how about that 13 of Justin Ascock right now sitting P3? Yep, and have to see if we can get on up there and do something with the top 2. Dead and Gone 78 says this is not Talladega. Not supposed to see crashes like on that big track, or this is not Talladega. There, crash like it, big track. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna guess a little bit of a keyboard issue there, but all right. Let's see. Let's see if we can find Giovanni Klein here right quick. Giovanni, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that 84. Giovanni, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that 84.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, Giovanni. You decide to stay on out there with J-Pie in that double deuce. Can you keep the 13 back there, and can you go for the win yourself?
Right now, I'm just helping J-Pie right here. I'm going to try my best to go for the win, but I do have some shot tires, so I'm going to try. I mean, I was in the very back. I was like, let me give this a shot. Only one way. You got to make your own luck, right?
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. All right, buddy, I'll get you back on down there with Team CCR. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up and tell everybody else I said same thing. All right, Giovanni Klein in that number 84 Ford F-150. It looks like double deuce. He's going to go ahead and take the high side yet again. This is, again, green-white checker attempt number 1. 84 kind of blinking out a little bit. That's got to worry the 41. And no, we're not talking about the 41 gamer advantage machine for Justin Mons. We're talking about the 41 from Mike LeBlanc. Justin Anscock, he's going to restart outside row, sitting P number 4. And Evan Knopp in that 63, way to battle his way back on up. Justin Mons says, oh boy. You got that right. Nick Gowan ducking out a little bit in that Exalta number 8. Going into turn 3. Got to wonder what the mindset of the double deuce for Josh Arnold is. Can the 84 stay right there with him? Can the 41 help out? Let's get on back to Barney. He's got the green flag up. Yellow rags put away. Willow Strong, 3 to go. Let's go.
Green, green.
Green, white, checker attempt. Giovanni Klein down low in the 84. Does the 13 have enough oomph on those new tires to get on up there and push the 84? Will the 84 block? Yes, the answer is yes. Moves back on up to the high side. 13, does he give him a little bit of the chrome horn to get on by? They're going to take it 3 wide. Nick Gowan down bottom. 13 able to motor his way on through. Giovanni Klein had nothing to say about that at all. Nick Gowan now, he said he wanted the long run. Well, here he is. He's going to pull on up, cut the nose of the 13. 63 of Evan Knopp. He's moving on up. Double deuce. The double deuce of Josh Arnold won the white flag. Can he keep the 8 behind him? Does the 13 have anything to say here? That is the last quarters, last set of quarters. 8, they're going to beat and bang, and it's going to be the 13 coming on up to take the win. Justin Aniscock, after leading the first lap, is going to lead the last one as well after some heavy contact going into the final corners. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Austin Collins in that 1 after starting the race very, very strong. He's going to finish P2. And Evan Knopp, he's going to be able to finish P number 3. Yeah, the 8 did that pretty clean. Nick Gowan's already brought it on back to the garage. So we'll keep up with the 13. Let's go ahead and clear the boards. Rowdy, the stage is yours, sir. Go get him. Burn it down. Thirteen's going to go ahead and do the Alan Kulwicki dubbed Polish victory lap. Why not? We're at the throwback track. Why not honor the late great Alan Kulwicki? This, ladies and gents, this is where the driver would have the window net down. He's got the hand out the window saluting the fans that came out for yet another great race. Right now in the middle of the backstretch, again the wrong way, waving hello to everybody, and he'll come on back, stop it right at the start stripe, maybe burn it down a little bit more, and then we will have our top 3 live in the booth. Again, we'll start it off with driver 63 in his Silverado up 5 spots, talking about Evan Knopp. Then, of course, Austin Collins up 1 spot after starting the night 3rd, who ran a good portion of the night 2nd right behind driver 13. And then Justin Aniscock started on pole, and he's going to go ahead and finish 1st after a phenomenal battle between the 8 and the double deuce that ended with the 13 getting on by when they made contact and able to get yet another W on the evening. All right, ladies and gents, please don't anybody go anywhere. We will be right back with our top 3 live in the booth. Be right back. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. Got our top three live in the booth again. Evan Knopp, driver of that number 63 JBL machine, up 5 spots to finish third. Evan, we were able to talk to you for just a little bit during one of the cautions, and you said that this track is definitely one of your favorites here in Homestead and a couple others. And here you are finishing third after a wild finish that saw the 8 and the 22 of Josh Arnold kind of get stacked up a little bit, allowing you and Austin Collins and ultimately Justin Anscock to go on up for the W. Before that, we really saw you and the 13 of Justin kind of scoot away on that little bit of a long run, and then you started to fall off. What was it about the two of you able to pull over 4 seconds away to separate yourselves from the field?
I think in that instance, we were just trying to get a nice gap on the field and get that clean air, because you never knew when that caution was going to come out, if it was going to come out, and you wanted to get that lead spot. First of all, that was a wild finish. I thought for a second I was going to luck into one, and the seas were parting, but I had to get checked up just enough to get there first. But that was a wild finish.
Evan, we're going to Sonoma next week. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you're pretty good on these road courses. We're going there for 50 laps. We're going the old layout of Sonoma, the historic setting, if you will. How you feeling about a whole bunch of rights and lefts next week? Actually, I take that back. Not next week. Not next week. January the 7th, after the holiday break.
Well, as far as road courses go, I think Sonoma, Watkins Glen, like the NASCAR friendly ones that you see them go to a lot, are the ones I'm familiar with the most. I think I did finish decent, top 10, maybe top 5 if I'm lucky. I know how to not wreck at road courses. I don't know if I have blazing speed, but yeah, that should be interesting. I don't know how many of us will be there. We've been getting almost 40 trucks a race. 40 trucks at a track like Sonoma would probably be wild.
Oh, I can't wait. That's going to look amazing, going up through the hills, and of course down the very, very long carousel into the amazing braking zone through that last turn. Very much a hairpin, and I think that's going to be phenomenal to see everybody working together and show a great example of taking care of the guy next to you. I absolutely cannot wait. So before I let you go and ask you for any friends, family, sponsors, shout outs that you want to get out there, what's on the Christmas wish list for the one and only Evan Knopp?
Christmas wish list might be getting a new seat for the sim rig.
Okay.
Or something like that, something small. Yeah, I had gotten a new computer a couple months ago. That was the big one. Yeah, just probably get some boring stuff for my car and things like that.
All right, buddy.
Things I need.
Yeah, I know all about that. But man, congratulations. Way to close out 2023 before we get back into the swing of things on January the 7th from Sonoma. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there, sir?
Yeah, just shout out to Justin there. I had some really fun, really good racing with him. I was trying to push as hard as I could to force him into a mistake and hopefully capitalize on it, and he hit his marks and did a good job. I think he ended up rightfully getting that win there. I know it was chaos at the end with people staying out, but I think that ended up the right way. But yeah, just shout out my friends over at Heel Turn. Shout out to you, Pete, for all that you do with the broadcasting, and yeah, that was a fun race. Hopefully it translated to you guys on stream.
It was absolutely a fun race, and I'm actually looking forward to going back and watching it again myself. Even though there were a few cautions, the racing that was on track in between all that was absolutely phenomenal. For a track as tight as Darlington can be, and it being pretty much a one group track, the give and take that I saw was absolutely phenomenal. Congratulations yet again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the other side, sir.
Thank you. Merry Christmas, Pete.
Thank you, buddy. All right, moving on up to P number 2, talking about Austin Collins. Austin, you started third, but you spent the beginning part of this race right behind the 13 of Justin Anscock, pretty much staying right in his tire tracks, just maybe a little bit of a line lower to get a little bit of clean air on the hood of that number 1. And then throughout the race, kind of saw you mired back in traffic. That had to be a whirlwind of a difference, but in the end, here you are for P2. And by the way, sir, thank you very much for the raid.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that was a very eventful race. I can never make these races easy. Like I said, I was sitting there behind Justin for a while there, just trying to see what we got and ride along and keep him in the windshield there. And then we had the caution, and for whatever reason, I decided to just gun it going into my stall and ended up speeding. So put to the back and was back there the rest of the race, and trying to just pass around here it's so tough. Even if you have, you're much faster or whatever, it's just so hard to find a spot to pass, being so tight. And everybody, like I said, everybody has different lines going off in the corners and lift points and such. So just trying to get it back to the front there. A lot of fun. I know I got caught up in a few things there at the end, but the truck was relatively clean, good enough to finish out, because I would have took a top 5 there at the end. So a little bit of a conundrum there off of turn 4 really helped me out, and heard them beside me grabbing gears, and I was just flat out. So I'm not going to complain about second place at all.
Now, second place at Darlington, a track that has always been too tough to tame for me. I actually avoided this track like the plague, even going back through days of console racing and whatnot. I did not like this track at all. I could just never find the rhythm of it at the very different sides of this place. One side, you just got to burp it a little bit and get back on the throttle, and you're almost wide open all the way through. The other side, you really got to back the corner up, because the bottom of this egg is very, very sharp. And that's why we saw a lot of people really kind of tag the wall in the middle versus at the end, where most people think of that traditional Darlington stripe. What part of the track was the Achilles heel for you, and what part did you feel the most comfortable with?
Achilles heel, I don't know if you can count it, but pit road, like I said. But besides that, usually, like I said, Darlington's usually a pretty good track for me. I like it. It's not my favorite track by no means, just because of the way it kind of drives. Like I said, it's different than anything else we go to, but it's in that same sense, it makes it a lot of fun to drive. So I just love how you enter off into one here, and you roll up, and it's almost like 3 different apexes or something there in turn 1 and 2, where you drive up and roll up and then try to get it straight off of 2. And like I said, right now, trying to figure out how this new update works with iRacing, with all the dynamic track and stuff. I could definitely tell a difference here tonight with it. So I think it's only my second time running since they have updated it. So but I can definitely tell that they're heading in the right directions with the dynamic tracks, and I can't wait to see more from iRacing, to see what they can do with the oval refresh.
Yeah, somebody said something earlier on one of the iRacing Facebook pages that weather may actually become a little bit of a part, unless that was just somebody, trying to chat it up again, maybe get a rise out of some people. But I guess we'll have to see. Sonoma is coming on January the 7th. Once we're all done with the Christmas and New Year break, rights and lefts. You a fan, or are you gonna have to burn a little bit of that midnight oil?
Never a fan of road courses, but I have, for whatever reason, feel like I've been much better at them. I know last year, I think it was Watkins Glen, me and Pacey put on a heck of a show. He eventually got the better of me, I believe. But road courses, like I said, they've gotten. I'm not a fan of them still, but I've gotten better in them in the stock car. But we'll look forward to Sonoma. Like I said, every week we're just trying to make it better than what was the start of the season. So.
All right, buddy. And just like I asked Devin, before I ask you for any friends, family, sponsor shout outs that you want to give, what's on the Christmas wish list for the one and only Austin Collins?
About I don't know. Anything, I'll take at this point. $1 million. But I do have a new wheel coming soon, so I guess that was my Christmas gift to me. I eventually finally got me a direct drive wheel, so
Nice.
Like I said, I ordered it about a month ago, so it's been a while.
Yeah,
Waiting on it here, so.
I know somebody else that just recently ordered his Sim Magic wheel, and it's taken quite a while as well. So you'll get it, and it'll be interesting to talk to you about the learning curve and all that versus the wheels that we've all kind of been accustomed to over the last several years. But congratulations yet again, Austin Collins, for this P number 2 in that number 1 truck. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to get out?
Yeah, I gotta thank teammate Jordan Anderson for being there with me tonight. He didn't have a great race. He got into people. He ruffled some feathers. But appreciate him coming out racing with me. Appreciate Evan and them Hill Turn for letting me join them whenever I was racing with them for a couple of weeks. Gotta thank you for doing the broadcast and everything. All the admins that turned down for what. Papa, Rev for doing race control. All the drivers that show up. Like I said, 40 drivers a week, pretty much every week, has been awesome. And
Yep.
Once again, congrats to Justin on the win again.
All right, buddy. I'll see you after the holiday break, and looking forward to talking to you again soon.
Sir, take care, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, moving on up. Flag to flag seems to almost be a little bit of a theme for you, Justin. In that number 13 Barbie hashtag Willow Strong car or truck, you said a while back that thing seems to bring you a little bit of luck. The golden lock seem like you've got a little bit of a golden horseshoe now as well. Buddy, you led most of this race, so I'm sure it's going to be, obviously, you got the point for leading a lap, leading most laps, and max points for winning the race as well. Please walk us through your evening, Justin.
Honestly, it was just clean air out front. If I knew if I got behind someone, it was just going to drive so much different. And Evan and Austin I had to drive my ass off, to be honest, the whole time for about at least 30 laps or so. And then I think tires and dirty air finally kicked in just a little bit for them at the later run. And then I was really hoping we would get pit stops tonight, see how that shake out. And man, that last restart had me nervous.
No doubt. Okay, so we'll take it back before the last restart then. With 5 laps to go, Josh Arnold, Giovanni Klein, Michael LeBlanc, and one other decide to go ahead and stay out. That puts you P4, P5, P6 on the restart grid. Caution comes out. We're going to have a first green-white checker. You saw Giovanni Klein and the Double Deuce right in front of you when you restarted 4th for that. What did it take, and what were you prepared to do to end up right where you are now?
Honestly, the 22 taking the top, and we got that little jump, and the guys on the bottom spun it, which helped me a little bit, and kind of backed the other guys on new tires up a little bit, and then on the last restart, they just sent it past me. I was like, holy cow! So I just let him go, and I was content on 3rd. I was like, man, I'm gonna get 3rd, and then they wrecked in the middle of 3 and 4, and I scraped by. I was like, holy cow! I had no steering at the end of that, so it definitely broke just going to the finish line.
Yeah, that was definitely one hell of a phenomenal finish. I mean, the 8. Even Justin Mons out there in chat said the 8 did that clean as hell, talking about getting up to the 22 and taking you, I believe it was 3 wide in order for him to try to get on up there and take the win for himself. Nick Gowan, he was the quickest of everybody else on the long run. If he had gotten way up to you, how would you have blocked or how would you have changed your line in order to maintain?
Honestly, I don't think he really would have got there. I think he would have probably got within a second of Evan, and then the derriere probably would have kicked in. And I don't know how Evan and Austin and them were going through 3 and 4. I would get them 1 and 2, 2 tenths, and they would get it right back in 3 and 4. I'm like, man,
Yep.
it took me the whole race to figure it out, and I still couldn't figure it out. So I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, definitely a phenomenal win. Adding another checkered flag to the outside of your truck. In 2 weeks' time, after Christmas and the New Year break, we're heading to California, going to Sonoma, going back right and left turn racing at a very, very technical track. Gonna have to turn a few extra laps to get ready for that. I'm just gonna wait for the turn down for what Wednesday night practice. How's Sonoma looking for Justin?
I'll probably just show up for the practices that Papa puts up, and just get affiliated with it and see where I am. I love the track, just not in the truck, to be honest. I like the Cup car there, the old Cup car. So I only drove the truck once there, and I didn't do so well. So I might have to put a little practice in and see how it goes.
All right, Justin. On that Christmas wish list, what is under Justin Aniscott's tree come Christmas morning?
What Austin said, $1 million. I don't know. Money. I always want money for something here and there, for, I don't know, remodeling my motorhome, or maybe a new chair for the rig.
Why not, right? I mean, I'd like a briefcase full of unmarked 20s as well. I mean, just as much as the next guy. So why not, sir? All right, buddy. Congratulations on yet another win here in the Turned Out for What iRacing Truck Series. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to get out, sir?
Everybody showed up tonight. I think it was 38 trucks.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, 38 trucks for Darlington. I know a lot of people don't like Darlington, but we seem to keep having good numbers every place we go to. So hopefully we keep it up in 2 weeks. You broadcasting, I know you were sick. Austin and Evan and everybody else racing clean. The lap guys did their job tonight, and Papa for setting everything up.
There you go. All right, Justin, I'll definitely catch you on the flip side when we're all welcomed into 2024, as the second half of the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series will go live from Sonoma on January the 7th. Hope to see everybody there. Same bat time, same bat channel. Everybody, thank you again for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up, keeping me company. At some point, there's like 20 to 25 people out there watching between Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, IROC TV through their favorite Roku device, or on Kick. Y'all have a very, very Merry Christmas, an amazing New Year, and we'll see y'all again on January the 7th, right around 9 Eastern. Have a great night, everybody.